Sid Lane's involvement with Utah State University goes way back more than 50 years, to the middle 60s, when he came from his Bay Area home to play football for the Aggies and then became a USU assistant coach, one of the first black assistant coaches in college football, which made him the first African-American employee at Utah State University. Sid Lane cherishes his USU education and also the hundreds of relationships that started in Logan, Utah.
Well, Mac came up right after he played at JC for a year, and Coach Knapp recruited him. He came up, one of the coaches come by the house to recruit him. He asked me, what was I doing? I said, well, nothing, I'm just working. He said, would you be interested in coming too? So I'm thinking, well, they're just trying to do that to get Mac. So I started getting letters from them about coming up, and the next thing I know, I jumped in my car and came on up, and I was on scholarship for as long as I was here. I played offense and defense. My sophomore year, I was a defensive end, and I was a backup middle linebacker, I was a backup outside linebacker, and then the next year, they changed coaches. Coach Mills came in, and the rumor was that they were going to move me to offense. So I told my brother, I said, I played offense. And how it all came about was we used to work out on the scout team, and they didn't have anybody to snap the ball. So I said, okay, I'll snap it. And Spain was one of the other guys that he said, well, I'll play defensive tackle. So I started snapping the ball. Never snapped it in my life. I did the long snaps. I did all the PATs, all that stuff. Went through the whole season. Fortunately, never had a bad snap. I enjoyed defense, but I like to think I was a team player, and if they needed somebody on offense and coach asked me to play, that's what I was going to do. I had dropped out of school, and I wasn't going to come back. Coach Mill would call me every week. You need to come back. You need to get your education. He'd come down recruiting. He'd come by and see me. He says, you got to come back. So finally, I decided to come back. He hired me as an assistant football coach. The first year, I coached I was assistant coach for the offensive line. The second year, I was a defensive line assistant. And the third year, I had the linebackers for myself. And I had full responsibility. When he hired me, I thought I was going to maybe coach a freshman or something like that. No, I coached the varsity and had full responsibility. I'm an Aggie. And I love this school. They've done a lot for me. They gave me an opportunity to come to play football. I got a chance to play with my brother. I got a chance to play with a lot of other guys. As a matter of fact, I played with about 5, 6 Hall of Famers. That's the reason I've always come back, because I've had a lot of friends here in Logan, not only at the school, but in the community. I got my education. Never thought I'd get a degree, but I had a lot of help. I had a lot of encouragement. Coach Mills, he always said, I'm not leaving you until you graduate. I met him in 1966. Up until he passed, I bet you I didn't go a month without talking to Coach. I didn't know that I was the first employee. I didn't know I was the first black coach. Coach Mills that was never a factor. And the coaches, the assistant coaches, the teachers and everything, everybody just supported me. The players, they all respected me. Even to this day, they come and call me coach. And that's one of the best feelings that you could get, is when somebody calls you coach. Just to play football, I ended up getting an education. I've been the Grand Marshal. I was hired as the first black football coach here. Now I'm in the Hall of Fame. And I don't see what you could ask for anymore. I mean, I've just been totally blessed. The experience that I had here of meeting people not only on the football team, but off the football team, like teachers, administrators. Going into the Hall of Fame is a fantastic honor. But I think the people that I met as a result going to Utah State, to me, that's the most important thing. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd come right back here. And we were recruited by a lot of schools, a lot of schools. I was recruited by Stanford, Cal, Oregon. I still got a bunch of the letters from UCLA, USC, all of those schools. Mac was too. All the schools could come to me right now. First I say, nope, I'm an Aggie. Always will be.